So in the last 24 hours, I've seen a lot of animosity towards Trent Alexander-Arnold, more than usual, right? There's obviously been a lot of digs aimed at him in recent weeks, recent months even, because he hasn't agreed a new deal with Liverpool as yet. But in the last 24 hours, things have intensified with claims that he's trying to get an extra 100 grand a week out of the club. He wants 350 grand a week, something like that. I haven't read the article, but I've kind of seen people's different comments and stuff. People came on my live stream yesterday, for example, saying how angry they were pissed with him. And I was like, well, where did that come from? Do you know what I mean? And I've seen posts on social media today, on X, about it. So everyone's got an opinion, blah, blah, blah. The reason I'm making this video is, first of all, it's my understanding that those claims originate from a British tabloid newspaper that no one would fucking pay attention to anyway. And I'm pretty sure Liverpool fans don't want to read that newspaper. But it's still a newspaper and they still make claims and you can't pretend it doesn't exist, right? Because the rumours are out there and people are discussing them. So, you know, a newspaper comes out and says he wants an extra 100 grand, he wants 350, everyone loses their shit. I don't think you should be doing that. I don't think you should be doing that. You could be angry with Trent for a number of reasons, but there's nothing out there to suggest that it's true, right? Nothing, right? You just got one claim from a fucking rag, yeah? And I'm not defending Trent here, right? Because I don't think Trent's situation, contract standoff, is specifically to do with money. It becomes money if Real Madrid do not come in for him, right? I don't think this is about, Real Madrid, they'll pay me 350 a week, because I don't actually think the Spanish Giants would pay that. I don't think they would. He would qualify for a substantial signing-on fee if he was to go there in the summer, because there'd be no transfer fee, right? But I don't think that he would be like a big earner at Real Madrid. I don't believe that. Everything that I've read in recent months has suggested quite the opposite. So I'm not sure that I would believe what the British media are claiming with regards to that. And with Trent's situation, I don't think it's about money at the initial stage, right? Because I think it's about dragging things out as long as possible to see if Real Madrid come in for him, to see if he's got the option of going there, right? If they don't come in, then all of a sudden, maybe it becomes about money, that he tries to squeeze a bit more or whatever. It's contract negotiations, that's totally, understandable. But I'm not sure that I would be angry because a newspaper claims he's demanding this and demanding that, right? Because, and I'm sure that the follow-up was because he knows he can get endless amounts of money at Real Madrid, he can get what he wants, they'll pay him what he wants. I don't believe that, guys. I don't believe that at all. So what I'm trying to do here is just say, just leave him alone on this one, Because at the end of the day, right, maybe the lad just thinks Liverpool are as, ambitious as Real Madrid. Real Madrid are an ambitious fucking football club with, ambitious owners, right? They are. And maybe that's what he wants to do. Liverpool are flying high, at the moment. Will they be at the end of the season? Who fucking knows, right? So for me, I think Trent is making a decision. Whatever he does, whether he commits to us or commits to them, I think it's all about football decisions for him. I don't believe it's about money. I genuinely don't believe it's about money. But that doesn't mean that your agent's not trying to get you the best deal, right? Especially if you think, Real Madrid aren't coming, you're still not going to go to Liverpool and go, okay, yeah, we'll just sign that. You're going to play hard to get, and you're going to make out that Real Madrid are interested and create. If you've got friends in the media, right, you might be wanting them to publish articles saying, say this, it makes it look like Real interested, blah, 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 right? If Real Madrid come in for him, I think he goes, right? If Real Madrid do not come in for him, I don't see him going anywhere else. He signs for us, he was never going to leave because I never play out my contract negotiations in public or all that shite, right? But you'd have to be pretty dumb not to realise that they've dragged it out as late as possible to see if Real Madrid come in for him, all right? And what was the latest claims from Spain, from Marca? Do you remember? We touched on the other day. The latest claims from them, was it before I came here? Can't remember if it was, no, it was. It's just when I got to England, or just here. So that would have been Sunday, I think. Do you remember what they said, Marca? That main journalist, I can't remember his name, Felix, whatever, I can't remember. I'd know it if I saw it. Don't fucking matter, you won't remember either. But he said that Real Madrid had asked Trent, which basically also extends to asking his agent or his representatives, the camp, the family, whatever, the whole thing, not to extend, just in case they're going for him. So basically, Right? And people then say, well, they're not allowed to do that, Duncan. It's true, they're not allowed to do that. But if you don't think it happens, you're very naive. What they do is, they say to Bellingham, so would he be up there? All right, well, just tell him, don't extend, because if he extends, and obviously, that can't happen. The longer he leaves it open, if we do go into the market for a player of that situation, if we can make that operation happen, and he's available and free, then we can do it. So you need to tell him to hold off, and maybe we'll be able to do something. That's the message I think's being conveyed from the start. From the start of Real Madrid's interest. And it's about as strong as that. I don't believe they've been there for months and months and months and months, begging and hoping he comes to them and they'll pay him as much as he wants. I don't believe that. I believe that journalist on Sunday. I do. You can imagine it, can't you? That's the attitude of Real Madrid, you know that. And they're also said to have done it with Davies as well, or whatever he's, fucking can't remember his name, the left back, right? They've also said to have done the same thing with him. Don't commit. Maybe we can make something happen, because they're full of arrogance. Yeah? You commit, we can't do anything. Leave it open and, maybe we'll be able to do something. We'll let you know. That's what I think's been conveyed to Trent. I think Trent's been waiting to see if anything comes. That's it. And if it does come, a few weeks ago I would have said to you, I think he might find it difficult, leaving the city, the shit he's going to get for it, blah, blah, blah. My opinion's changed. And there's loads of reasons for that. I've discussed them previously, we don't need to go over it. But my opinion at the present time, and I reserve the right to change my fucking mind, right? But my opinion right now is if they do go in for him, he leaves. That's it. He don't turn them down. If they don't go in for him, he was always going to sign for Liverpool. But this video is to tell you, I wouldn't pay any attention to those rumours. I can't imagine for 1 minute Real Madrid would say, we'll give you what you want. The fuck is he? What we're talking is Trent Alexander-Arnold here, Ballon d'Or my ass. You know what I mean? I got a message. Sorry. But at the same time, I'm trying to say go easy on him, because I've seen a lot of people jump on him and that, and he might still end up being a Liverpool player here, guys, all right? So, and I do think he's allowed to think to himself, does this club meet my expectations of whatever he wants, whether he's in fucking dreamland or not, it's up to him, innit? But he's still allowed to say, what do I want to do for my career and that? Just be honest, right? I personally think he's been listening to Bellingham too much, you know what I mean? He thinks he's going to be Brand Trent or whatever, he's got boots after him and fucking Brand and all that, you know what I mean? I think he's got all that in his head. But it don't mean Real Madrid will do anything. As a free, you can see him trying to do something, I think personally. If he was contracted 70, 80 million, never in a million fucking years would they touch him. That's my opinion. Go easy on Trent with this one. Alright guys, if you appreciate this video, please thumbs up this video. Please drop me a comment on it all. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, you know what I mean? Coffee, not coffee, a coffee. Hit the super thanks button and I'll give you a shout out in the morning. Listen, sadly, my next video is also about Trent Alexander-Arnold. And I can't blend it into this one and you'll understand why. I've not even read it yet. Alright, see you in a minute.